Hey everybody, welcome to the one and only Friday Night Audit, the most smoking show in hospitality. That's Craig Sullivan over there. I'm Glenn Hausman. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm great. Chuck Master G.
Yeah, this is great. I'm down here. I'm hanging out with the Delta Swine Smokers here at the Memphis in May festival here, and these guys are barbecuing like champs. And my guess is they're going to take home all the trophies except for the fact that they asked me to help. So they're probably screwed, but shh, don't tell them. They're right there.
Hey, you might be Rookie of the Year, you know?
But yeah.
You might be Rookie of the Year. So.
So check this out. We got this awesome tent over here. Oh, there's the that's just so for people who don't see what can't really tell what it is. That's about 20 racks of ribs right over there, which was pretty freaking awesome. We had a great time smoking those ribs yesterday. There were pulled pork, there was brisket, there was all sorts of things. Chicken, drums, thighs, catfish lunch. I could go on and on and on. Hey, there we are. Hey, producer Dave, good for you, man. Showing these pictures from yesterday. They actually let me touch their meat, which was very exciting over there. So
you can get arrested for that, Glenn.
All right. Yeah. Oh, not here in Memphis though. So that's good. So this is absolutely crazy with these ribs. You know, you think the spices would be enough in order to get the flavor, but no. You've got to put on 8 gallons of butter for each and every one. Then we had like a giant stack, a 50-pound stack of like brown sugar, and put all this brown sugar on it, and then honey all on top of that, and then you wrapped it and put it back in the smoker for a couple hours. It was absolutely unbelievable. It's so much fun to be a part of that.
Memphis in May is just great at that. I was down there, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, and just blown away. It's just amazing.
So maybe what we'll do a little bit later after we bring out our guests and we talk a little bit is I'll walk around and show everybody how freaking cool this whole thing is. You guys down here hear about the cholesterol problem. But yeah, I mean, check out the smoker that's over here. Check out these smoky barbecuing guys over there. That's Matt. And Jordan's over there grabbing a beer. And bringing our guests, Craig, because I'm thirsty and I'd really like to.
You know what, Glenn?
Yeah, this is Wayne over here. He's the president of the Memphis Hotel and Lodging Association. What do you got in here? Is this
pulled pork, man?
Oh, we got pulled pork over here. Come on down. We're booth R1. So come check it out.
Nice.
Yeah, right. Not that any of you guys can get here in time. That pulled pork's going to be long gone.
How long have you been practicing at home on your smoker and grill for this exact moment?
I will tell you, the guy said not long enough. Is what the answer was.
Well, based on what now, did you make your special homemade bread and butter? Because that was amazing last time.
No, I did not do anything. I was literally, I'm here to help. Just tell me what to do. I was really good at emptying garbage cans, cleaning up, all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to be around and be able to observe some pros in action. You know what I'm saying?
So it still sounds like this show.
Yeah. All right. Let's get going.
We're wide open, and we're both going to walk through it.
Craig, who we got today?
Come on. I got a beer here that needs to be open.
Have the amazing, wonderful Anna Blue joining the show today.
Hey. I don't always need to be on your podcast. I would just like to sit in the background and listen to the two of you because between Glenn touching meat in Memphis and there's just so much happening.
Well, Anna, I'm going to blow your mind. There's this amazing thing called YouTube where you can stream the show live every Friday at 5 o'clock anytime you want, as long as it's on the Friday.
Yep. Yeah.
If you
for sure.
Problems, you can turn us on at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever it is. God will bore you out of your mind that early in the morning.
I love it.
Now, guys, before we get to our drinking session, I want you guys to realize this. Make it very clear. Anna is doing this show before she gets on a flight tonight. So she is already packing in the stress, packing in the awful times. On top of that, she's adding us to the mix. So let's be nice to her just even a little bit, okay?
You're great. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, we're very happy that you were able to make time for us.
Yeah, always. I actually had to change my flight just to do this, and I was happy to do it. So now
Yeah,
I'm on
you're like, can we change it? Can I change? Yeah, you're like, can we change it to the 5 o'clock flight? And they're like, no.
It's a $200 change fee. But listen, Greg, you had your beer, so let's get to it.
Yeah.
Anna, what are you sipping on, Anna? What's your pre-flight drink of choice?
So this is a white wine. I don't usually like white wine, but it's called Vouvray, and it is my favorite. And I was cooking with it this week, so there was an open bottle in my refrigerator that now is empty.
What'd you make? What did you make with the wine?
No, she made a glass of wine for dinner. That was what she had.
That's right. That's right. A little cooking. It is this. It's like a veggie, cheesy orzo pasta thing, and you simmer the orzo in white wine until it's absorbed, and it's amazing.
Ooh,
It's really good.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So I think I hear a annual Houseman cookout happening in Long Island, and Anna's gonna
I
come.
think it should. Anna, that would be great. Maybe we could do like on-air cooking shows for each other. But I'll tell you, now that I've seen this incredible smoker over here, it's kind of changed my life. So I'm gonna have to up my game. Yeah, this thing was handling all at once yesterday: 60 racks of ribs, 8 pork butts, like 4 briskets, and a lot more. It's an unbelievable piece of equipment. Check out these things over here. I got some more smokers over here. It's pretty cool.
It's just
Wow.
Oh, man.
Man, that's all he's trying to do. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on the fact that he wants to touch meat.
You and me both, Suzanne. I think we're not going to get past that one.
What happens? Specializes in smoked butts.
Yeah. Too funny. All right, so let's see. Where should we go? Yeah, take a look over here. We got high class lavatories over here. Not like the booth next door who's got the regular porta potties. We got the fancy air conditioned kind. Freaking awesome.
Charge them. You should charge them to use yours.
I know. Well, yeah, I should have run a side scan. That would have been really helpful.
For you.
I know.
Glenn, can we set where you are, what you're doing, like why you're down there with this crew? Like what is happening? Let's set the stage.
Right now, I'm mostly drinking. That's what's happening. But before that, I got invited down here by our friend Wayne Tabor, who runs the Southern Lodging Summit. He's the president of the Memphis Hotel and Lodging Association. And he knows I love barbecue, so he invited me to be part of this team that he's been running for a lot of years. His son Jordan has taken over in recent years, and they gave me the opportunity to come and participate and experience what it's like being part of a team in a world-class barbecue competition. So for me, it was a super bucket list kind of an item to be able to jump into a festival like this and be on the inside instead of being a spectator hoping to get a piece of something dangled at them that they could eat. So really, really amazing experience for me here.
So
Are they regretting that decision yet?
What's that, Susie?
Are they regretting that decision yet?
Oh, almost instantly, but
Okay,
then they got over it. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you win, or what does the group win if you guys win the competition?
So the competition is broken down into a lot of different meats. Like you could do chicken wings, ribs. There was a steak competition yesterday. They also did a seafood one where they handed in a bacon wrapped shrimp today. So a lot of different categories that you could enter in over this 3-day period. So tomorrow is a real super serious competition day because tomorrow is ribs day, so that's all work. Yesterday was like a fun party kind of day, and what we did here was serve a couple of hundred people for a big dinner. And because of Wayne's position, the Hotel and Lodging Association was like all the VIPs. So all the Memphis political people were here. The chairperson of the festival was here. So it was really kind of cool, neat experience. Hence the air-conditioned laboratory.
Wait, are you actually serving? Are you behind the line plating? Like, explain what you're actually.
No, I was behind the line. I was in the back, like literally pulling the pork apart and getting into the serving, shaving dishes, cutting ribs into different pieces, you know, so like groups of 2 or 3 little ribs, so it could be thrown out into big bins.
You way far back away from.
I was in the kitchen. I was back of house. Yeah.
Anna, do you like barbecue?
I do like barbecue. Now I live in the DC area, so it's not like Memphis or Texas. Like it's fine.
It's
what is the cuisine of choice in the capital of America? What is like you guys are known for? Like we're pizza and Italian food.
Yeah. So only because my husband is a DC native do I actually know this. Because most people that live in DC are not from DC. They're not like they came here for government. Well, not anymore, but they came here to work for the government. They came here to go into politics. And so they're here from all over like myself. But mumbo sauce, chicken and mumbo sauce is a DC staple, right? You don't know what that is. But there's
I went to University of Maryland and lived there for 5 years. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, that's a shame. Mumbo sauce is a delicacy, and I've tried. They now like sell a brand of it at the grocery store, and I brought it home, and my husband was like, "Absolutely not." This is So there are certain places that you have to get it. Here you go. I've never tried to make it, but mumbo sauce is very much a DC. It goes with like go-go music, which is signature to DC and all of that.
It's looking very Skyline chili-ish to me.
Okay. I liken it to, it's like sweet and sour sauce-ish or like a sweet chili sauce-ish. But yeah. Well, there you go. Now you can have it. It's past the Dr. Suzane test.
Dr. Producer Suzane. There we go.
All right. So how about you guys? How about we're going to attempt to say hello to the barbecue pit crew. How's that sound? All right. So let's meet Jordan, the pit master. You can't now. He can't hear you, but hopefully you can go hear you. So how's it going?
Hey, y'all guys got a good one here. He's a little heavy on the brown sugar when he wraps his ribs, but we can give him a pass.
They told me not heavy enough.
No.
They're like the whole sack, baby, the whole sack.
See, with us pit masters, we're all just egotistic maniacs, and so we all say different things.
What's the secret to making great barbecue?
Time, patience. You gotta have patience. Like I say, I've burnt meat, I've ruined meat. I put meat on too soon, pulled it too late. It just takes time.
It does.
You're gonna mess up. You're not gonna do good the first few times. It's gonna be horrible. But then once you get once you get to, like, if you cook anything at home, it's going to be better than anything at the restaurant. Yeah. Anything you cook, it's going to be better.
Yeah, y'all missed out big time here.
So Glenn,
fun time.
He's got a question. Hold on a sec. What's that, Dave? What are you saying?
Would he say that your ribs made at home are better than the ribs he's making at the festival?
Dave is daring to say if my ribs are better than yours here at the festival. No, my ribs were not better than these ribs over here. This guy's a champion. I cook on a Traeger. Come on.
See, and actually, I've never even smoked on a pellet smoker.
Yeah,
I've never used pellets.
Wow,
a lot of people use them. I mean, they're fine.
Yeah,
but
I thought it was good for a starter.
No, it's great. I actually wanted to get one for at home, just so I can try like R&D. I want to do a little research and development. I ain't got to pull everything out. Charcoal, wood, I can just fire up the pellet. And that's the only reason I would get one for just R&D. But I've actually never even used a pellet.
I love it. Well, I got to hit you up for some of these recipes. I got to figure out these ribs because I love the ribs that I've been doing, but he's like got this layered thing. You got to do one layer, then let it sit there, another layer.
Multiple layers. Yeah, want flavors.
Yeah,
want lots of flavor.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
See, the difference with competition ribs is I probably put, I don't know, there's probably a slab of ribs is probably 20,000 calories.
Right.
Seriously.
A slab of rib is
one slab of rib is probably 20,000 calories. I ate
much. 2 last night.
So much brown sugar, butter, honey.
That's true. I'm like shocked to hear that when I'm like literally putting the pounds on.
One of our fellow team members right here had to take 2 insulin shots.
Yeah. That would be Lewis over here. How's the medical emergency?
Oh, I'm a lot better now.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Oh my
I took a
God.
shot of insulin. I'm good to go.
Yeah. Like literally last night he was here. Oh, no, it'll be great. And then this
wife was like, no, you need to quit.
yeah.
I got insulin in the house.
Yeah, then his dog this morning is lifting his leg saying, take a shot. Let's talk to Matt. Matt, how are you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. It was really great learning from you yesterday. Thanks for being so patient with me yesterday.
Our pleasure.
What do you love most about cooking barbecue?
Just togetherness.
Yeah.
We started this team. Got 4 friends I grew up with.
Yeah.
One on one. We all live different parts of the country, so it's an excuse for us to get together 3 or 4 times a year. You know, just to maintain the friendship.
Awesome.
That's what we started doing. That's what we like to do.
Yeah, I love it. As like I was saying yesterday, you gotta have excuses sometimes to be able to get together and make it a reason to kind of hang out, right?
And it's something we started. Me and Jordan started doing this close to 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's kind of gotten better as the years go on.
Awesome. Well, thanks for this opportunity. Appreciate it.
We actually have a certified Memphis made judge. If he'd be willing.
Yeah. All right, so we got our judge over here, it's Sean, right?
Sean.
Yeah. All right, so Sean, what's it like being a judge in this competition?
Uniquely different from competing. So competing is a lot about go, go, go. You're on a very tight schedule. Things have to be executed extremely quickly.
Hopefully not the contestants.
No, the contestants got to go. You know, like everything is like you got to make it move. Judging is a whole different pace. So judging is like hurry up and wait.
Right.
You know, you got to get there early, be there early, sit at the table early, wait a long time. So, like for me, competing is superior to judging.
You should see the guys when they put together the box and they're like rushing over there, and everyone like times how long it takes to get from their booth to the judges' table, so they got the maximum amount of time to prepare.
And don't forget, you got people guiding them, blocking, making sure nobody bumps into you, causing you to lose the box. There's nothing worse than
how many years have you done this?
22 plus years.
That's awesome.
Competing and judging together.
Oh shit, we met last year. I had your place the other day, the Cookie Canuck. I had dinner there the other night. I told him, I had fish and chips.
Yeah, buddy. All right. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, man. It was good talking to you.
It's good talking
I appreciate you.
Wait, Glenn, I have a question for the judge.
Yeah.
I have a question for
Wait,
the judge.
hold on. We have a question for you, Judge. Yes. What is it, Dave? And I'll tell him.
How many point deductions does the team get for having Glenn as part of them?
How many point deductions do you get as a team for having me, Glenn, as part of that team?
Yeah. Well, the good thing about it as a judge, we don't actually know.
Yeah.
We don't actually know who's on the team, so he gets to avoid the deduction marks as being a part of the team.
But as soon as they walk back here, it's already pulling fork.
Serious question. Serious question. What is
serious question out for you.
Okay.
What does get point deductions? Like how is something deducted from a rim?
So where do you get point deductions? I guess it's more about how do you earn points, and I believe that there's like 5 different categories.
Less than that. So the first is appearance. Judges will be presented anywhere between 4 and 6 boxes, 6 competitors. Of course, it's a blind box. It's a 9x9 clamshell with no indication of what team it is. All 6 boxes are placed in front of the judges. The judges will stand up over the open boxes and take a look at the appearance of the boxes. And typically as it goes, if the box is not messed up and things haven't been dropped and it doesn't look disheveled, typically you would score everybody a 10 on appearance. Then you've got tenderness of the product, and that's 10 through 8. And then appearance, taste as well as tenderness, and the taste profile also 10 through 8. First place team, there must be on each judge's scorecard, there must be 110. 110, no matter it's 4 teams, 2 teams, 6 teams, 1 team must have a 10. No team can have the same score. 2 decimal points. So next team would be 9.99, 9.98, but 110 must walk away from the table.
Awesome. Oh, thanks, man.
Very welcome.
Appreciate you. Thank you. All right. What do you think of that, Dave?
Well, it's actually very interesting to see how that comes across and how that's
Yeah, I feel bad. Sorry for all that, Anna, but that was pretty cool to talk to all those guys over there.
I feel like instead of watching Bridgerton, I'm going to start listening to Memphis guys talk about barbecue.
Yeah, it was so great yesterday listening to it, and how they're all like, taking like they're doing the barbecue sauce. Everyone's taking a little taste. What do you think? And they're getting into the nuances of is it good? Is it not good? What should be added? It was really fun. Yeah.
Anna, you mentioned that you're a DC transplant. Where are you originally from?
Oh, how much time? I feel like we've gotten
we got 45 minutes. Go.
Great. I was born on a hippie commune in Canada.
What is the cuisine of choice in the hippie commune of Canada?
So I don't remember. I was young when we left Canada. The beautiful thing, though, I will say, and I didn't know this until 2016, but because my parents were hippies, they did not register me as an American born abroad. They thought that I would have a better chance in the world if I was a Canadian.
Oh, wow.
This is late 70s, right? We're just coming out of Vietnam and all that stuff. But now we've come full circle, guys. So I am, after learning when I was 17 that I had been in this country illegally for 16 years, I got my U.S. citizenship. So now I have both. And it's nice to have until Canada becomes the 51st state, I have options, and it's always good to have options.
I was going to say, you must be in a politically torn apart right now.
Absolutely not. Canada all the way.
Well, Glenn's going to be, filing for his citizenship to occupy Mars. So
there you go. I mean, they're trying to make that a thing. We just have Blue Origin up there, right?
Glenn's been a space cadet for a long, long time. Don't worry.
Yeah. But I lived all over the place. I have a true like hippie mom. So I lived in Washington State. I lived in Texas, Colorado, New York, in multiple places. I've been to 9 schools by the time I graduated from high school.
Wow.
Moved to DC for college and was like, I am staying.
Nice.
So I've been here since 1996.
So what was your favorite state?
Colorado.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Colorado is freaking gorgeous.
Right. So I lived in Fort Collins. The weather is absolutely beautiful. I mean, even when it snows here on the East Coast, it's like wet cold, and wet cold is just disgusting. Like it's bone chilling, right? In Colorado, it can snow 3 feet and you can go outside in a t-shirt if the sun is out. And so
I went for a walk in Denver and it was like 30 degrees out. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be cold, but it's like 50 degrees in New York. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And I loved it. I loved Colorado.
I don't
Here's
know.
the important question, Anna. Okay, Craig.
65 and Glenn, I have to break out a parka, so I'm good at.
Oh, I forgot California. I lived in San Francisco.
As a resident Canadian American, are you familiar with I guess the question I have, and you guys all know my answer to this, which is better, Canadian Kit Kats or American Kit Kats?
Oh,
Canadian. Chocolate outside of the U.S. is always better.
Canadian Kit Kats are the
Go
best.
to England and get a Kit Kat, and it's 10 times better. The sugar is not full of chemicals and shit. It's like actually really good. Yeah, chocolate outside the U.S. and every day.
This is why we're feeling really sorry for David. He lives for Canadian Kit Kats. And unfortunately, because of the tariff scenario, all the pasta that you see in this country comes from Canada. So that price just went up. Okay.
Oh, the what?
Pasta.
Oh.
Now,
so if you give me your list, we're going to vacation at Muskoka in Canada in July. So give me your list. If you just want like a big box of Kit Kats, I got you.
Canadian Kit Kats. That's all I need.
All right, I got you.
Biggest box you can carry on the plane legally.
I love it. Anna, where do you stand on poutine?
Down to DC to pick it up.
Wait,
you got
hold
a
on.
friend in life who will do anything in the world for you. You send him that box. So
don't have to send it. I will hop on the Acela down to DC and pick it up myself.
There you go.
That's an easy train ride.
We can work that out. No worries.
Love
Glenn, I heard you say the P word. You said poutine. I love poutine. So my mother is British.
Yeah.
And like French fries and gravy is also a very UK thing without the cheese curds, but still. And so I grew up like she would make French fries like from potatoes, fry them, and then put gravy on them. And so French fries and gravy has always been my jam. So then you add cheese to it and like, yes. Hello, yes.
Is poutine a French delicacy or an English delicacy?
Sounds like it probably came from France for Canadians.
A lot
I
of
don't know.
stuff in Canada is British because of, colonization and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's a Canadian dish. So there you go.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
makes
both of
sense.
them.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
Thank you, Suzanne.
I'm trying, and he keeps releasing it on his own. So he doesn't like the fact that I keep trying to keep him quiet for longer.
I think it's nice ambient. So now he's sideways. Now he's upside down.
Upside down. Okay.
You're upside down.
The many angles of Glenn Houseman. I like it.
A month from today, I'll be with him. I'll torture him in person, so it's all good.
Get him to do a spit take and film it, okay? That we,
All right, I'll do my best.
need a Glenn Houseman spit take.
I've almost gone what 3 times now.
Yeah, almost.
I'm
That's
close.
amazing. That's amazing.
close.
The one
So-
that you have of Liz in the opening credits is pretty good. That's pretty good.
We love
Craig
that.
Craig
We've
has seen
got one
that
of producer,
now.
Dr. Producer Suzanne as well, but we don't play that one as much because she runs the show when David's not here. Or
Oh, yes, right next to the Isle of Houseman in Newport Beach.
Well, we're working to buy the Dole Plantation in Maui. So that
I play it all the same. I do not discriminate. Spit takes galore.
Thank
I
you.
like it. I like it.
we're gonna do a 2-minute, sizzle reel of spit takes eventually on this show.
That
Yeah.
should just be the opening. You forget all the rest of it. It should just be
Exactly.
it.
You know what you should do, Craig? If you really were an entrepreneur, if you really knew how to make business, you would slap Suzanne's spit take, the face of her spit take on a shirt, and you and Glenn, I'm going to open you up, Glenn, for this so you can make it happen. You and Glenn can sell that spit take shirt at the place.
Aloha Craig store at Red Bubble.
You changed it up completely, Glenn. You just went completely up.
Never
back,
got that right,
back
yeah.
on mute for Glenn. He just completely ruined the red bubble. So Anna,
But if you get your Glenn Houseman, that's going on a t-shirt at Redbubble.
There you go. Anna, this is not your first time on this show, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
No,
What made you decide to come back to this this circus?
Not for punishment, and I begged her.
I
begged
mean,
her.
these are some of my favorite people. And when I became occupationally unattached,
I love that.
David, don't do that. Work on it.
That's very Gwyneth Paltrow, conscious uncoupling.
That's right. Conscious uncoupling, occupationally unattached earlier this year. Craig has been a wonderful, lovely, supportive friend. And so he asked me to come on, and I said yes. You guys don't scare me. This is fun. I have children. I'm fine.
We were going to have a birthday party for you.
I know.
Anna is one of the there we go.
Please don't play that.
Too late.
Terrifying.
See that but was filmed at Click 8, Anna. That was waiting.
That was just for you.
Well, I will be there next year just for that. I'll be there.
But
That's how Craig gets everyone to attend.
Rachel Humphrey, Glenn Elliott, Anna Blue, and Doreen Lalani all in the same room. Okay? That is just an extraordinary group of hotel professionals that are just wonderful human beings all in one place. And we came.
Wait a second. We're on a pretty good run here on FNA. Aren't we on a streak of 3 now with Doreen, then Lan, now Anna, and isn't Rachel coming on soon?
Yes, she is. And that's all been planned. I sent you guys all the details.
Craig desperately wants to make us legitimate. It's not going to work, Craig.
I know.
Just throw in the towel after that. It doesn't get better than this. So I don't know what you're going to do.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't get better than that. But honestly, this is the best span I think this show has ever been on because of these 4. And I'm kind of disappointed, Craig. This show is not supposed to be about success and progress. It's supposed to be about debauchery and degradation.
Well, it still is. I mean,
That's why we have you.
we burn everybody's career to the ground. I mean,
Right, we're taking them all down with us. We're not going down alone.
I've got nothing to lose, so I'm good.
Well, eventually you're going to be occupationally hitched, and then you know, then they're going to find this episode like 6 months later, and they're going to be like,
No, I'm working for myself. I'm going to work for myself. I was saying before,
I love that idea.
the most beautiful thing right now with working on my own terms is that I do not have to manage anybody.
No. You know, after spending 38 years in publicly held corporate America, then going back to privately held and then going on my own, I haven't stopped smiling since I left publicly held. Now, I liked working for a private company because I like that fact that you've got a team and everybody's pulling in the same direction. But it was just a case of, okay, the conference and what I wanted to do and not being able to serve two masters. You know, so I went down the Hausman trail and decided, okay, I'm going to work for myself.
That's right. Cheers to that.
well, the biggest issue that Glenn has running his own business is that he does have to manage somebody, but the problem is it's himself. It's impossible to manage himself.
Keep getting my own way.
Doesn't really do so well, so he just lets you go.
Oh, I wonder why Glenn was off camera for a few seconds now that he's coughing up over there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No idea. No idea.
Allergies. It's the southern allergies.
It's that swampy weather he's in.
Let me tell you, it's humid as F here, and I am dying. It was so hot here yesterday. I drank like a 12-pack of beer and only hit the bathroom once. And those of you who know me know that that's insane. So
that is unbelievable.
Water, hydrate.
I had water too on it. Don't worry. I was very good to myself. I woke up. Yeah. This is not my first rodeo. The good thing about being old is I know how much to drink under every single weather and how I'm feeling condition, you know?
Okay, let me ask a question. At what age are we old? I'm 47.
For me, it was about 27. Yeah.
Okay, so 27.
What'd you say was your answer?
He said 27.
No,
so
your
I'm
answer,
47. Like
right.
I don't.
You're 47?
I'm 47.
Good for you. I'm 47. I'm only 37.
Yeah.
And so, but I don't feel in the morning I feel old. Okay.
No, totally.
I sit down on the floor and then I try to stand up. I feel old.
I would say no. I'd say it's the post 50s. I say now I'm 54. I feel like I'm entering the freshman class of old. So,
All right.
yeah,
so you're like
you know,
you're like in the onboarding of old.
yeah, right.
Okay.
That's right. So, you know, I'm getting a lot of lessons taught to me and stuff like that. They're welcoming me to the club. Not as fun as the club when I got moved from the kids table to the adults table. This is not as much fun. Here, now you go to the everybody has a medical condition table. Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
I'm going to go with like 32, 33, or whenever the hangovers start to last more than a few hours. Once they start hitting that full day, even that 2-day, it's like, all right, yeah, you're kind of aging out. Or we could just use the general sales demographics of 18 to 35 and just call it a day.
Bullshit.
No, this conversation's over. Change the subject.
Now,
I'm older than 33, so I'm saying it to myself. Look, I'm getting gray hair and everything.
Not a good answer.
Moving right along.
Hey, gray hair is fine. Okay.
Next topic, Dave.
Anna, you have to realize, Anna, that anything that's happened before 1987, as Craig says, is outside of my scope of
that's
the
BD
world.
For Dave.
Yeah, BD. So
Dave, I like it.
It was really irrelevant. So if it happened from September 1987 onward, I'm in. Anything before that, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so Anna, I'm going to be 69 in July.
Good for you.
And
See, I don't think you're old. It's a mindset.
It is, but the elbows, shoulder popping every morning is a little tough.
Yeah.
But I was able to run hard and heavy from the 20s through about the mid 50s. Then I started slowing down in the 60s.
The 1920s?
Oh,
1950s.
My knees sound like Rice Krispies.
Craig was a flapper back in the day.
Well, we definitely need a picture of that now.
So Anna, you don't have to give too many details on the particulars, but you said you get on a flight after this. Where are you heading to? Vacation?
I am. I'm actually, Glenn, I'll be closer to your neck of the woods. I will be, my best friend lives in, she lives in Venice, but she and I are going to be at Terranea for a couple of days. We usually do a spa trip to
Beautiful.
the Phoenician
Here,
every year. And this year she's actually, she is expecting. She's 47 and having a baby. And so hats off, man.
Oh my goodness.
I could not do that again. And so we're going to stay close to home for her. So we're just going to Terranea for a couple of days.
Terranea out here.
Yeah.
You're
going to come by and visit? You're going to come by and say hi?
I think I have to do that.
Yes. All right. I'll text you. That'll be fun.
Yeah, up there we'll connect. I'll come up. I love that hotel.
A very, very, very nice comment for Durain. Serious moment. Anna, you deserve some me time after all your hard work at AHLA. Absolute superstar. Could not agree more.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was beautiful. You know what? I was only there for 2 years, and in some ways it feels like a lifetime, but I think it feels that way because I did a lot, and I'm super proud of it. I love the team. I just had coffee with somebody from the team this week. They will always be my people. And what it did was it gave me all of you. Like now I have an entire industry, and hospitality has been so good to me. And since then I've had so many people reach out and say, hey, like I saw what you just did. Can you come fill in the blank for me? And so, so I appreciate it. Like the recognition's been
awesome.
Amazing, but you know, I'm grateful. I'm super grateful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really amazing how sometimes the universe throws you something you think it's a curveball, and it really becomes the most positive thing you can imagine.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't imagine it any other way right now. So what I've started to do, I put on my LinkedIn a few weeks ago, like just asking the LinkedIn universe, what would you do if you had time to pause? And somebody from Wyndham, Laura Griffin from Wyndham, said that when she was between gigs, she became a tourist in her own city. And I was like, why the fuck didn't I think of that? Wow. I live in DC, right? Like, and the only time I do that stuff is with my kids or whatever. And so I've designated one day where I schedule no meetings every week, and I hop on the metro and I go someplace. So this week I went to the portrait gallery, and I just put my headphones in, and nobody tells me that they're hungry or has to go to the bathroom or any of that. And I just wandered around for 3 hours, and it was absolutely amazing. I did the National Gallery of Art last week. And so, yeah, it's just been really cool to find like balance and to be present with my family. So that's been a huge gift. And at the same time, I'm working on really cool projects. And yeah, so I can't actually imagine a world where I'm at the foundation full time doing that anymore, but I'm incredibly proud of what I did.
I think that idea is really great, Anna, about in your local neighborhood. I did that just last week as a tourist in my local neighborhood. I went to a Chinese restaurant in an unfamiliar strip mall in the next town over.
That's not what I
Yeah, it was good. They had great combination specials.
His family, he walked in the door and his family goes, who the hell are you? I'm calling the police.
Basically. Oh.
This is all I see as Glenn has his sunglasses on as he drops off.
Oh,
goodness. He can't even see it now. He's in the way of the sun. Yes.
No, I can't.
Always good to see you, Lorraine. We're still due for our date somewhere
You guys are.
a place with felt and chips. Arnie, what did you miss? Well, first of all, you are back on schedule coming in at the last minute. You've been here on time for the last 3 weeks.
20 minutes. This isn't the last minute date.
It's honestly
It's a lot of barbecue.
Good to have you. Give us a lot of barbecue conversation.
Yes.
A lot of great content from Anna. but mostly really good barbecue. And Glenn, we learned how barbecue cook-offs are judged. So definitely roll that back and check that out.
Now we get to see concrete streets and walkways and grass.
I know.
And air conditioning bathrooms.
Air conditioned bathrooms.
With porta potties.
Craig, I'm actually very disappointed in you.
Oh,
Glenn
God.
has been
What
Glenn
did I-
has been on a remote right now for the last 40 minutes, and you have not asked him once to ask a random question to a stranger. Yet anytime I even see the streets of Manhattan, you have to ask me that dumb question.
That's because you and Drew Hardy, the president of 24/7 Hotels, are our roving reporters. And you are supposed to be on the streets of Manhattan wearing a lizard suit. Okay.
That's not true. Also not true.
Okay. Just to appease you, David, Glenn, come on. Go find somebody and ask them if they're a vegetarian.
Oh, nice.
Go do it. Go do
I'm
it.
the one vegan in Memphis. Go on.
Oh, the last thing you missed, Arnie, is Anna's going to Canada soon. She's going to give me a big box of Kit Kats, and I'm going to take an Acela and meet her in D.C., and we're going to share Kit Kats together by Union Station.
That's right.
That's about it.
Canadian Kit Kats. And I'll bring you gumbo sauce so you can get it.
So just so you know, Glenn, Tim is really on your side. He's suggesting that you not follow Craig's wishes. You're in Memphis.
Come on, Tim.
I agree. Following Craig's thoughts are never a good idea. Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you, but I'd like to see you do that. Okay.
Wasn't this show Craig's idea? That just kind of goes
Wait
with
a
it.
minute, David. Wait a minute. Glenn, you're probably in Ford country. So just run down and go Chevy, GM, or make the best trucks, and let's see what happens.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I was just going to say, I love that new Jaguar ad campaign.
There's people behind you. Come on, go ask them.
They don't know what a Jaguar is.
Four people right there.
It's your pickup truck of choice.
Yeah. The answer is the largest one on the market, basically from what I saw in the parking lot. Yeah.
So
I drove I drove a Toyota Tacoma a couple of weeks ago from Minneapolis to Wisconsin. That was a whole lot of truck for one little bag that I had to carry with me, but it was fun.
Husband in a truck and having to slam on the brakes, that would have been priceless with a camera, Glenn. With you,
Listen, let me tell you, Glenn's little green Subaru hatchback literally matches everything you would think about Glenn Houseman's personality. So seeing him in a pickup truck is just the antithesis of all of that.
You should see we just got a new Subaru. We got an all electric one. So now we're really
going to be humming down the street.
Well, that's the plan until it runs out of power because there's no charging stations around it.
Come on, Glenn. There's people behind you. Start asking questions.
Well, that's a security guy, and he's going to kick me out. So.
So, Glenn, what's the rest of your day like there today? Are you there tomorrow? Like, what is the plan for the rest of your time in Memphis?
Okay, for this particular team. So what a lot of the teams do is they do what they call catering, and they'll sell their big booths. And, as you can see, there's booths all over. There's 140 different ones. And a lot of them will sell to catering. They'll do catering. So they'll sell it to XYZ local company for X amount of dollars, and they'll feed a whole lot of people. Like I said last night, we fed all the VIPs here, but there's a lot of different programs going on. The tent right over there is sponsored by the Peabody Hotel, actually. And they've got a bunch of different partners over there, and they're doing a whole lot of fun stuff. And I will tell you, it smells of barbecue all over the place. And my clothes, they reek of barbecue. I'm going to have to, separate them from the rest of my clothes. Otherwise, next week, I'm going to be interviewing Jeff Pilati at Wyndham, and he's going to be like, why do I smell rich?
At what point do you hit your limit? Like, at what point are you like, I cannot smell or taste another barbecue anything? Like, when is it?
That was somewhere yesterday around 6 o'clock, but I fought right through it, and I'm back on the other side. But we went to Home Depot had a whole thing down there where they're showing off all of these different types of cooking equipment. The best way to show it off is to be able to give people samples. So they were cooking all sorts of different things. And I must have had, I don't know, 15 different food items from, tacos to just ribeye to all pizzas to, all sorts of fun little treats. It was really great.
What was the last vegetable you made?
Eating tacos.
That's a wonderful question.
That would be bacon earlier today.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Anna, don't discount Glenn's love for barbecuing. I promise you, he could be there for 4 or 5 days eating barbecue. He will fly home and turn on the smoker at his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love.
Oh, we're definitely gonna do something over Memorial Day weekend because how could you not? My kids really want to do a pulled pork. Because Anna, I got a new pizza oven in the backyard, and you do these pulled pork nachos, and you slather them in the cheese, and then you put them in that pizza oven, and they brown up, and it melts so amazing. If you do it in a cast iron skillet, it also cooks from the bottom. Oh, so good.
What time are we doing this?
Yeah,
I can get there.
seriously, we gotta be serious about having a party in a backyard FNA.
Look,
going on.
Save me a trip because now I don't have to go to DC for my Kit Kats. Anna can bring the Kit Kats to New York.
This is all coming together. I can bring it to you. Eat food, have nachos.
Yep.
Perfect. All
You
right.
bring you bring the Kit Kats. I'll bring the ribs.
I'll bring the stomach.
So, Glenn, you also, when you stand by, you mentioned Peabody Hotel Group. You also did something pretty cool, unique, fun, and on your bucket list this week. Why don't you talk
Yes, I did.
Experience that was.
Thank you for asking me. I got to be the honorary duck master this week at the Peabody Hotel, the Southern Belle of the South. It was so freaking fun and adorable to hang out with those ducks and do that sort of thing. So super cool, super honor. I got my Duck Master cane, so that's going to be great. I can't wait to go to the airport and pretend that I've got some sort of malady, and maybe the TSA will be nice to me. So that's going to be awesome. I bet you when I get to the airport, they're going to know that I was the Duck Master, right? Because it's got the duck, it's got that duck on the handle, of the cane, and they gave me a T-shirt. And I hope everybody checks out the video I put up with Keenan, the true duck master who's been doing it for 6 years. And Anna, this dude espouses what hospitality is all about. So, yeah, you got to check it out. What a cool job. How fun would it be to just have a job like that brings joy to people all the time,
I like it.
That video was great, Glenn. And I'm so happy for you and proud. But you've got to take that pain, you've got to give it a prominent place in your studio so that it's in every shot with you. Because that's just a once in a lifetime, achievement. And
yeah, so if I ever get the practical studio built in the basement, finished, completed, my kids are actually painting the basement right now. It'll be pretty cool to put it as part of the set.
So, Glenn, I'm assuming you'll be at NYU. I'll be up there, so I fully expect you to be walking around with the cane. You have to.
That's a really good point. Maybe that'll be my signature item, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's real now. We've just made that happen.
So then, Anna, we're gonna have to connect. I'll be up there Monday at some point. I don't know when yet.
Yeah. Let me know.
We'll definitely connect.
Yeah.
I will be there.
If Glenn lets me know what's happening, then it will depend on what.
I haven't figured it out yet, but I did have a change of plans, and I have to fly out of New York first, like 7:20 a.m. flight on Tuesday morning. So that's not going to be delightful.
You just have to suck it up, Buttercup. For a 24-hour. Listen, I'm not coming all the way to New York to get not let into parties.
That's right.
Not let into parties.
Yeah, Dave, tell that story to Anna.
Oh, Anna. So me and Glenn just first started getting together in terms of working together. It must have been the first NYU I went to, which would have been in 2019.
Was there touching?
Yeah, I knew you for like 3 months.
Yeah, so we had just started together. So it was the first NYU that I've been to. I go to Glenn. He gets me a pass, everything on that. Did I miss something? I wanted to
Yeah,
joke.
you did, but that's okay because they heard it.
I'll say it again.
Even better.
There was touching between the two of you.
Keep going. Keep going.
So it's 2019. It's my first NYU. I'm just starting to work with Glenn. He's introducing me to some really cool people. And he's like, hey, I got this extra pass for the NYU conference. If you want to come up, we'll hang out. I'll introduce you to a bunch of people. I got to meet Chris Green there. But it's really some really great people there. And then he's like, Bruce Ford, I met there, a whole bunch of people. And he's like, yeah, after we're going to get some dinner. Then we're going to go to this company party, that company party, this other company party. I'm like, I don't know none of these people. It's like, it's okay. We got you taken care of. We got you. It's all not a problem. We didn't get let into a single freaking party. So I lied. We got to one party for one of the lower scale chains that had 4 other people in the party at a bar. Every single other party, they were like stonewalling the door. And Glenn's like, all right. I'm like, all right, I'm going home now. And
so
that
Glenn's
was my
not
first
as important
NYU
as he claims,
experience.
is what you're
So
saying?
don't you know who I am?
It's so embarrassing.
Hospitality.
Now that only happens with Dave because when
was
Glenn and
spectacular.
I go places, we get in everywhere. It's just a Dave.
Everywhere Glenn and I go, it doesn't matter what event it is, we get in. So, David,
I'll tell you what happened. The truth of the matter is I never get invited to any parties. I've never in my entire career made it onto the right mailing list. So I just show up at these things, and usually I know the people at the front, and it's not a problem. But for some reason, this NYU event, every party had like people who didn't work for the company, that didn't know anybody. And they were like, if you're not in the mailing, if you're not in the list, fuck off. So that was it for that.
It was all private security.
Well, I don't have any party invites, but I'm usually in bed by 9, so it's fine.
Listen, Anna, how I expect this NYU to go is I'm going to come up with these all grand plans with Glenn. At the end of the day, we're going to just grab some dinner somewhere in or around Times Square. I'm officially extending you an invite because I'm sure there's nobody there better you want to hang out with than me and Glenn Houseman and probably Bruce Ford.
That's a party.
But we're going to be up there and grab some dinner. Then Glenn's going to have to leave early too because he won't get his afternoon nap per usual. So
that's true, but I'm not going to leave early. I'm going to tough it out, and then I'm going to fly down there, take a nap. And I've got to do something. We got to do something on stage at 2:00 on Tuesday. Nap that out, take another nap, have a po' boy, and then go to sleep. It's going to be a good plan.
We're good now. See, that's the great thing about No Vacancy Live. It happened in 2020 is me and Glenn got to get really close together. We got to work very close together. Anna's got a dirty little mind. I can't help that. But we meet a lot of great people. Listen, Glenn, we are set. Durain's got us. Anna, Suzanne, and I will get you into all the parties, baby Dave. Listen, I get my childish looking face. I know I have to have my ID with me to make sure I'm 21. But as long as I got the right contacts with one of you guys, I know I'm taken care of.
All right. We got it.
I got my fake ID still. It's okay.
Oh my God.
Glenn,
I can't.
I know you must be super happy.
The wind is crazy. What? What'd you say, Dave?
It said it's about to be the best part of the show, and it's going to allow you to kind of get
baby.
2 ribs. So.
Hey, everybody, thanks so much for watching and tuning in to the best part of the show, the part of the show where we shill all the shit that you don't give a fuck about. So let's get this started. Anna, what do you guys sell this week?
I'm going to sell RTRX. So Rockbridge stood up in this amazing social enterprise called RTRX. It is a conference, and it's not a fucking hospitality conference, thank God. It is like wellness and leadership and incredible people coming together from like multiple industries, a lot of hospitality because, Jimmy Merkel's at the helm of all this, but RTRX is at the very end of July. I will be there. I will be on stage, and everybody should come. And we're going to put out like a code blue that'll give 25% off to registration.
Nice. Love it.
Oh, we got it.
But yeah, RTRX. That's what I'm putting.
Where's it at, Anna?
It is in beautiful Columbus, Ohio. Don't sleep. I've been there a lot, but it's beautiful. It's at the Junto, which is a Rockbridge property, which is very cool. It opened in 23.
Jimmy's my friend.
Yeah.
I love this. Yeah.
Great. So you're coming. Yay.
Tell Jimmy I'll be there.
All right. I'm writing this down.
You want me there?
Just write it down in invisible ink.
Yeah. Awesome. Make sure you do that. Suzanne, what do you got for us today?
Listen, you need to level up your AI game. I've got our second cohort coming around June 1st. Reach out to me, and I've got a 10% discount coupon if you get registered. You need to understand AI and machine learning, and I can help you do that with the first ever hospitality online course in the United States. Come see me.
Ooh,
Yay.
I like it.
Dave?
My last none. Come see me and Glenn June 2nd at the NYU conference. We'll be wandering around Times Square aimlessly with Anna and Bruce Ford
That's right.
in tow.
I'll just be following like 3 feet behind.
Listen to the words. I swore we could have gotten into that party, and you'll know it's us.
That's right.
Craigie, what do you got?
Hey, we got new episodes of Click Connect dropping on Tuesday and Thursday of next week. We're just about done with our 10th season. Can't believe it. We've had great guests. Thank you, everybody, for being part of it. We've launched Click Media, and we're making a bunch of changes and a lot of announcements coming soon. Talk to our to us, and we'd love to bring you on board with it. So, Glenn, it's you.
All right. I'll be in Las Vegas all next week. I'll be at the Wyndham Conference. I'll be doing some interviews with my friends over at Venetian and Westgate Las Vegas, talking about the history of Las Vegas. I got a cool show coming at the end of July, 2 times in one night, where they're reproducing the big Elvis Presley show that was his big Las Vegas comeback. So gonna get to the bottom of all of that kind of fun stuff. Of course, I'll be at the NYU conference. I'll be hosting the Stonebridge conference. Lots of stuff around high-tech event. I'll be hosting an event for Sendine. Check our newsletter for information. Please sign up for that. Text the word hotel to 66866. That's hotel to 66866. Thanks for putting up with us this week. Dave, got anything else for us?
No, have a wonderful week, everybody. Anna, safe travels. Have fun.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Great to see you
Everybody.
guys.
Don't tell